Hi friend, how did Denmark protect this territory from America in the 19th century? There's even a film about this called Against the Ice. In 1909, Denmark believed Greenland was an island. On the other hand, America claimed that Greenland was two islands, with its northern part belonging to America because life was possible in those northern regions. Denmark sent a ship called Alabama to Greenland, assigning two men to carry out this mission, Everson and Michelson. They thought they would finish the task in a few weeks and return. However, due to harsh conditions, the journey stretched out for many months. After a grueling journey, the two men reached the spot where the American, Robert Harry, had planted his flag. There, they found a box containing a note from Robert Harry stating that the area was actually part of Greenland and not connected to America. Denmark's government had sent them to prove exactly this point. They got the evidence they needed, but now the real challenge began. On their way in, they had left food supplies along the route, planning to use them on the way back. But due to a snowstorm, even those supplies disappeared. Their sled dogs, once used for transportation, had also died, worn down by the struggle between life and death, cold and exhaustion. The two finally made it back to their ship, Alabama. But another shock awaited them. Their ship was stuck in ice, and the rest of the crew had left, thinking that Everson and Michelson had died. Incredibly, these two survived for 3 years alone in the Arctic, from 1909 to 1912. Their mental health began to deteriorate. Eventually, a ship passing by spotted smoke and rescued them. They returned to Denmark with all the evidence, proving that the territory belonged to Denmark. Both men were awarded for their bravery. This story alone shows the depth of their love for their country, and to this day, they live on in the hearts of the Danish people. The official name of the country is Greenland. Greenland is not a completely independent and separate country. Rather, it is an autonomous territory of Denmark. Historically, Greenland has been a part of Denmark for centuries. In 1953, it became a Danish province. In 1979, it gained autonomy, and in 2000, this autonomy was further increased. Friends, if you want to travel to Denmark, you need a Schengen visa. However, you cannot enter Greenland with a Schengen visa. For this, you have to apply separately for a visa at the Danish embassy. The visa fee is 80. However, the visa is quite difficult to obtain. From the name Greenland, you'd think it is a beautiful region filled with greenery. But only the name is Greenland. There's nothing green here, not even trees. For centuries, this area remained uninhabited. The territory covers an area of 2.1 million square kilometers. But the population is only around 60,000. Greenland is the world's largest island. Everywhere you look, you'll see nothing but ice. It used to be considered one of the world's most useless pieces of land. But today, this territory is not just about the ice. America and Europe are making every effort to acquire it. The question is, what is it about this icy land that not only America but also rich European countries want to buy it at any cost? And its value is said to be higher than the entire GDP of America. Let me tell you something that will surprise you. First, let's talk about location. On one side of the Greenland is the Arctic Ocean, and on the other is the Atlantic Ocean. Canada and America are just across the sea. Even though Greenland is a region of Denmark, a European country, geographically it's very close to Canada and America. A small European country controls an island 50 times its own size because the population here is very low, and most people have settled here from Europe. The capital of this territory is Nuuk, and most of the population lives there. The main reason for the low population is the weather, as sunlight is scarce, making it very cold and often causing food shortages. Most towns are located on the coast, as warm winds from other regions make the coastal areas habitable. 80% of Greenland is covered in ice. If the conditions here are so harsh, why do America and Europe want Greenland? Let me explain. The answer is global warming. Due to global warming, we see floods, tsunamis, and glacier bursts worldwide. Because of global warming, Greenland's temperature has started to rise, and its ice is melting rapidly, increasing sea levels. NASA released a report in 2006 stating Greenland's ice is melting at a rate of 239 cubic kilometers per year, with this rate doubling every 5 years. While this has downsides, there are also some benefits. If all the ice melts, you can't imagine what the oceans would look like. 200 gigatons of ice are melting annually. According to scientists, this ice will melt in the next 40 to 50 years, causing sea levels to rise by 7 meters. Many coastal cities worldwide, like Miami, San Francisco, Florida, California, Belgium, Venice, Alexandria in Egypt, and the Maldives, will be submerged. The impact will not be limited to the oceans. The Earth's rotational speed will also start to slow. Here, I must mention one of the signs of the Day of Judgment, that the sun will rise from the west instead of the east. Friends, melting ice is slowing Earth's rotation, and if it stops and starts rotating the other way, the sign will be fulfilled. Indeed, Allah is capable of all things. Friends, now what will America gain after the ice melts? As the ice disappears, a vast territory resembling Greenland's name will emerge, lush and green everywhere. The ice is 3 kilometers thick. You might think that's not much, but the average depth of the deepest oceans is around 3.7 kilometers. Because of the immense weight of the ice, Greenland's land has sunk. Once the ice is gone, the land will rise again. This is called isostatic rebound. In 2013, America used technology to create a 3D map of what lies beneath Greenland's ice, and discovered that not just ice, but a valley exists underneath, considered the world's largest hidden valley. After the ice melts, it will be filled with fresh water, making it the world's largest source of clean water. Besides, the area is rich in natural resources. According to research, the land underneath contains 412 billion barrels of hydrocarbons, which is about 13% of the world's total oil reserves. Additionally, 30% of the world's natural gas reserves are believed to be here too. So such a large portion of the world's oil and gas reserves are present in this single region. That's why the US has repeatedly offered to buy Greenland from Denmark. But Denmark has always refused, knowing that selling Greenland would be a mistake, just as Russia regrets selling Alaska to America and losing its resources. You might wonder how America found out about Greenland's resources. The main reason was a plane crash in Greenland in 1968. During the search, extensive drilling was carried out, revealing the wealth hidden under the ice. That's why America calls this land white gold. Now let's talk about life in this territory today. In Greenland, 87% of people live in towns, while only 13% live in villages. Greenland's GDP is 3.3 billion, and the annual income is $58,000 per person. Most people here are wealthy. The currency used is the Danish krone. Most people here fish for a living and export all the fish. Besides that, a large number of tourists come from Europe in the summer and play an important role in Greenland's economy. The most important airport is in Nuuk City. As soon as you land there, you'll see a blanket of white snow. The local language is Greenlandic, but Danish and English are also spoken. You may be surprised to learn that there are no roads connecting one city to another in Greenland. People travel by helicopter, boats, or sled dogs. You cannot drive from one city to another. There's only one mall in all of Greenland where everyone shops, offering all essentials. If you look at the houses in the towns, you'll see they are colorfully painted. Each color has its own meaning. Yellow for hospitals, red for schools, green for radio and communication centers. All supplies are imported from Denmark. People eat whale meat to survive the harsh cold. Nuuk City is fully developed, with tall buildings, restaurants, and hotels. Now let's take you to another city in Greenland called Ilulissat. Most people travel there by ship. In this city, you'll see the most icebergs, breaking off from the territory and floating away. By looking at the iceberg, you can enjoy the view of nature. This ice is slowly becoming a part of the ocean. Because of this, the rotation of the Earth is gradually slowing down. Prices in this area are very high. In this city, even at night, you will see the sun. This is called the polar day. The sun will be out all day, and it won't set at all. This situation lasts for about 2 to 3 months. Tourists have trouble sleeping when they visit this place. This area is located very close to the North Pole. Whoever comes to this city definitely takes a boat tour because these boats go inside the broken glaciers. This scenery looks as if it belongs to another world. Throughout this region, you won't find a rush of people, and there is absolutely zero pollution here. Another city in Greenland is Kangerlussuaq. This place has the world's second largest ice sheet under which natural resources exist. Apart from that, beneath this white blanket, many secrets of the world are buried. The view from above of this place is noteworthy. In this icy region, there are also hot springs, known as Unartok Hot Springs. Warm steam is always rising from this water, and the presence of hot water in such an icy area is truly a wonder of nature. You must have often seen in movies that people ride on sleds pulled by dogs, known as dog sledding. You can also enjoy this experience here. For tourists, this journey becomes unforgettable. Friends, there are jobs available in this country, and the salaries are also quite high. But for people from Asian countries, it is very difficult to work here due to the cold weather. Friends, this was our informative and interesting video for today. Please let us know in the comments how you liked the video. And to our new friends, we request you to please subscribe to and like our channel. Until the next video.